Today we're checking out this UCX 2402 from UDI. It's an 18th scale fully licensed Suzuki Jimny. It sounds like it's got some pretty interesting features. Hard body, 3-speed gearbox, like oil-filled shocks, all metal ball bearings, stuff like that. And I believe you can pick these up for about $90, which, you know, is quite cheap for an 18th scale, to be honest. Normally UDI do things like, you know, off-road buggies and like speed cars and drift cars and things like that. So I believe this is their first attempt at a mini crawler. So it will be interesting to see what it's like and how good it is. They also have this other model available called the Salvatore, which is basically a power wagon, but it looks like it's not licensed. I'll be checking that out in a separate video, so stay tuned to the channel if you're interested in that one. Now the Jimny does come in 3 different colours. You've got blue, the kind of classic kind of Jimny kind of yellow, or you've got, looks like a pearl white. Now I haven't even opened this one yet, so let's get it open. Snug in the box, can actually get it out. Oh. So what do we got? So transmitter in that one, we'll have a look at that in a second. And in here should be the actual RC itself. Let's get this open. I'm hoping this body looks pretty sweet, but let's find out. Hey, look at that. I mean, Jimnys are tiny. I was going to say, it doesn't look like it's 18th scale, but obviously Jimnys are tiny little cars. Compared to a TRX4M, it is pretty small. So checking out the body, you know, we've got nice moulded front bumpers there. We've got windscreen wipers. We've got mirrors. You've got some nice little scale details there with like the door handles and stuff. You've got your spare wheel on the back. So how do we get the body off? Looks like we got, what do we do here? I've never had one of these before, so... Oh, okay, cool. Just push it in. Nice, okay. So just push it in and then the body pops off. The light module is connected there, so we won't pull the body off too much, but you can just see underneath. There's no interior, unfortunately, which is a shame because, you know, with a kind of hard body, sometimes it is nice to have a little interior in there. So chassis-wise, it says it's got a metal chassis. It's actually got 4 links on the front and the rear. It's quite an interesting kind of 4-link setup, to be honest, with the way that they got this gearbox in there. You've got plastic axles. I think it does say that the gears are all plastic, but you can upgrade them. You've got a 130 size motor there, which is, you know, decent size for, you know, there's something this small. You can see we've got a little micro servo in the middle there. That's going to be for our 3-speed gearbox. We've got an all-in-one ESC and receiver, which I think says it can handle up to a 2S LiPo. Looks like we've got our LiPo here, which is a 350 milliamp hour 2S. I'm not a fan of just like elastic band straps. They do tend to break, but, you know, we'll see how long they last. So oil-filled shocks. That's not bad. I actually like that. That's really nicely damped. You know, look at that. That's really good. I like that. I'm happy with that. So wheels and tyres, you've got these tiny little wheels. Doesn't look like they are bead locks. The tyres aren't glued and there's no foams. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see what the grip is like from these, especially when on the rocks and so on. It does have a servo and axle setup, and it does say the steering servo is a 0.5 kilogram steering servo. So that's not actually bad for, you know, something this small out the box. Like I said, it does say it's got metal ball bearings all around as well. It doesn't look like we're going to have a great deal of ground clearance, to be honest, you know, with the axle design, and that's a big, chunky steering link there. But, you know, we'll give it a try and see what it's like. So next up, this transmitter. Let's just get that open. That's actually a nice looking little transmitter, to be fair. You've got all your things like your steering rate, your dual rate and everything, steering reverse, throttle reverse, switchable modes, power button. You know, that's a nice size in the hand. Oh, that's a nice wheel as well. Sometimes they're oversprung, but that one's actually quite nice. Really nice size for one-handed driving as well. I know everybody loves hearing about YouTubers and their one-handed driving. Open it up and see. Okay, so basically just 4 AAA batteries, which don't come included, so it's 99% ready to run. You also get a bag of goodies. Let's have a look and see what we've got in there. So you got a little 2-amp USB charger, your wheel wrench tool. Looks like you've got some spring spacers and everything in there if you want to adjust the spring tension. Get your instruction manuals and safety instructions. And you do get a whole load of stickers. Some of these look a bit big, to be honest, for the size of the rig. But I am a fan of stickers. I do love a good sticker. We've also got these ones as well. And then you've also got another little kind of manual just specific to this model. You know, just tells you how to take the body off and so on, how to attach the spare wheel, the bumpers and so on. So it's cool. Okay, so we've got all our batteries in. So let's just turn our transmitter on. Let's turn the RC on. You've got the power button just under here, which is waterproof switch at least. We turn it on, we got our LEDs. So I just had a little quick read through the manual. It looks like this transmitter can actually do a lot more than this model can actually do. It does actually support rear wheel steer, so you could actually you change the axle on the rear for another front axle with a steering servo, and then you could actually have 4-wheel steer, but obviously it doesn't come with it out of the box, but that's what that trim is for there. Mode, I'm not quite sure what that does. Doesn't seem to do anything. I'm guessing that's if you've got a different model, again, that uses this transmitter. It said it was a 3-speed, but it's not really a 3-speed. It's first gear, neutral, and then second gear. Don't know if you can call that a 3-speed, can you really? I was thinking an actual 3-speed transmission, first, second, third, which I thought was quite crazy. But yeah, it is just first and second with neutral. So similar to, like, you know, the FCX 18 and the FCX 24 from FMS. So what I didn't realise as well, which is pretty cool, this is actually channel 3 here. So when you press it, that turns your lights on and off. And now this one only has, you might be able to see in there, it only has LED lights on the headlights. In the instructions it does say you can do stuff to like turn the fog lights on, turn on like tail lights and indicators and hazard lights and everything, but this one doesn't look like it has it, it just looks like it has headlights to me. Steering. Okay, let's check the dual rate. So you can see it is at 50%, so let's whack it up to 100%. See what our steering is like now. That's a bit better. Yeah, it's fairly responsive and, you know, nice bit of angle. I think it says it's got 30 degrees of angle, so not a massive amount, but, you know, decent enough. So that's full throttle in first. Chuck it in second. Wowza, that's got some go in it in second gear. That's going to be a little ripper. So let's see what our slow speed controls like. We're in first gear at the moment, so let's just feather the throttle as lightly as we can. Okay. We might have some ground clearance issues. Okay, let's just go for flat tyres a moment. And let's just see if we just adjust the throttle trim. Let's see if it can just crawl up on its own. Let's give it a little bit more throttle trim. It's not bad. Yeah, it's got some pretty cool little features, but yeah, I'm not sure how capable it's going to be, but let's get it outside in the rocks, give it a run, see how it performs, and then we'll hit the trail as well and see what it's like on the trail. Okay, we got the little Jimny outside. Let's just run it over the rock crawler course and just see how it performs. I think it's probably going to possibly struggle a little bit because obviously it is so small and obviously we're not going to have a massive amount of ground clearance, but let's just give it a try. So we're going to do the hill climb first. We're in first gear. See what the grip on these tyres is like. Okay, we're with the first part, that's good. Oh, I thought it was going to do it then. Hang on, let's take a slightly different angle, just see if we can get over there. Oh, almost. Okay, a little bit of a run up maybe. Yay! Oh, it's lifting a wheel there. Oh, it's going to struggle. Nice, nice. Okay, so ground clearance. Wow, okay, it actually did it. I'm really surprised at that. Let's see if we can get up this next bit. Oh, there we go, look. We're a bit beached by the looks of it. Let's see if we can wiggle off it. Ah, yeah, that's where obviously you kind of get some of those ground clearance issues. Let's just help it out a little bit. That's kind of where we want to be. Let's see if we can get up there on its own. That's not bad. Pretty decent slow speed control on this as well, to be fair. It likes lifting that wheel, doesn't it? Right, see if we can get down here. I wouldn't be surprised if we end up on our roof in a second. That's actually pretty well balanced. I'm amazed for something this small. Right, let's go straight for the gatekeeper. If we can get up here, then this is just ridiculous, but... Oh, look at that, lifting the wheel. Is it going to do it? Oh, so close. I thought that was going to do that then. I was going to say, that would have been absolutely amazing. Let's give it one more try. Let's try that again. If it can get up here, that'll be amazing. I mean, to be fair, the stock tyres are actually pretty decent. Right, let's see if we can... I'm going to come over to the left slightly, because it should be slightly less of an incline, because it's kind of a tapered angle. Oh, Look at that. Oh, I was thinking about it. So close to the top. Go on. Wow. I'm like... Okay, then we get stuck at the top. Come on, you can make it. No, come on. Hang on, hang on. Come on, we can do this. Yes. Oh, last rock. Come on, come on. Hop it. Yay! How did that do that? I'm amazed, to be quite honest. While it's showing off, let's just see what its descent's like. Should we see if it just goes tumbling down, or if we can go nice and slow? I'm gonna try and feather the throttle. No, okay. Yeah, we went down the fast way. Okay, let's try the up and over, see if we can get over there. I doubt it, because ground clearance is going to be an issue, but it did just surprise us on the gatekeeper, so you never know. Oh, okay, yeah, no. Next obstacle, attempt the stairway. I normally start at the bottom, but I'm not even going to bother trying because I know it won't clear it. So let's just go see if we can get up the stairway. Oh, there's a bit of a gap between the rocks, and obviously this one being so small with a very narrow wheelbase, it ends like that. Let's just see if we give it a little helping hand though and stick it on the stairway. Can it get up? See what the grip on these tyres is like. It's got pretty decent slow speed control to it, to be fair. Obviously we're still just in first gear. Could do with a bit more tyre grip there, and obviously we're getting hung up properly on the axles and stuff. Oh, that's going to end more scratches, isn't it? Let's try the merry-go-round, see if we can get up there. Again, I'll be very surprised if we can get up and around here, but you never know. Oh, not off to the best start. Oh, ground clearance is definitely an issue for this thing. Obviously, for the axles, and just obviously it's a very small rig, and this course is more kind of designed for, well, 24th scales and 1/18th scales, but yeah, we're stuck. It's doing a decent job though. Just doing some flexing. It's so small, this can't even touch the rocks. That's hysterical. To be fair, that did really, really well on the gatekeeper, and obviously for such a small scale, you know, it's not doing too bad. I mean, obviously it's not as capable as, like, you know, bigger rigs and stuff like that, but you know, you judge the terrain based on the rig, wouldn't you? Obviously for this kind of rock crawler course, I've designed it to be hard to put rigs to the test. But I was amazed that that thing did the gatekeeper. I mean, that was ridiculous. Not many rigs can get up the gatekeeper either without mods or without being pretty decent stock. So yeah, I'm shocked. That did a really good job. Right, let's get that out on the trail and see what it's like as a little trail truck. Okay, we're outside on the trail. So first of all, let's try our trail speed, first gear. So you can see it's fairly slow in first gear, so let's chuck it into second gear. Oh, loads of wheel speed in second gear. I mean, it's not the most stable when you're turning in second gear, so if you're full throttle, you're just going to full on end up on your roof. But yeah, loads of wheel speed in second gear, crazy. Let's try a little bit of off-roading, see what these tyres are like on a little bit of a muddy climb. Yeah, pretty decent slow speed control, to be fair. There we go, coming up against a little bit of a climb here, see if we can get up. It's not bad, he says as it starts to get stuck. Spinning ain't winning. Let's try and do a little bit of wheel speed. Dug into a bit of muddy bit there. Oh, we're going to end up falling over. Let's have another go, see if we can get up there. Oh, as soon as we get to that bit of rock in it, if we can just get over that little bit of rock. Hey, did it. It definitely struggles as it's so small. It's proper tiny scale life. Do a bit of tyre test on some kind of loose sandy dirt. I mean, that's not bad slow speed control, is it, to be fair? Now, this is the type of thing that you'd obviously have to pick the terrain you were going to tackle with it. You know, it's not going to do the same kind of stuff as some of your kind of, you know, your SCX24s, your FCX24s, your TRX4Ms and stuff, you know, they are all slightly bigger and a bit more capable. So this is going to be more kind of like, I don't know, like an indoor crawler course, or, you know, just a bit of fun. Doesn't have to be proper hard obstacles. Yeah, we're filling those tyres full of sand now, aren't we? Let's try and go this way a bit. Oh, we just keep digging in. A bit of wheel speed. Oh, digging in again. Hang on, we've got to get over this bit. Have a bit of a run up, shall we? Oh man, just digging in. Yay, wheel speed. It's always your friend. Let's do our usual route test, but I would be amazed if it gets over these routes, to be quite honest, being it's so small. Yeah, you can see, look, they're just turning us straight away. Oh, just thinking about it. Oh dear. Give that another try. It had a good attempt. Oh, if we could just get maybe the right angle, get the left hand side up there. Nah, you can see obviously ground clearance is, you know, we haven't got a lot of ground clearance. It is very, very small. Very top heavy as well. Okay, let's try the next route. This next one's even bigger, but I'd be surprised if it gets up here, but you know, we got to try it. Okay, yeah, bumper clearance issue straight away. We can't even get a wheel up on there. Oh my life. Okay, not having it. Oh, there we go. I don't think it's got much chance, is it? It's very, very small, isn't it? I mean, proper tiny 24th scale. Yeah, we're not getting up there anytime soon. I know you got a small rig when you get stuck on leaves. This thing is tiny. I mean, for what it is, it's pretty decent. You know, it's got nice slow speed control, it's got a 2-speed gearbox, you know, body looks alright. The main thing is its size, you know. I wouldn't go out trailing expecting you're going to be taking on loads of obstacles and stuff like that, because it's just too small, to be quite honest. Really small tyres, obviously, you know, really low to the ground, so, you know, that's where it kind of struggles, but, you know, for what it is for the money, you know, it's alright. I mean, I would say if you were considering getting something like this for one of your kids or something for Christmas, or something to have as like, you know, a little indoor crawler, then I think it could be ideal. It does have nice suspension movement, the dampening on the shocks is really nice, you know, you got a little bit of flex on there, you know, stock tyres aren't bad. It's just really its size that lets it down. But anyway, let me know what you think in the comments, you know, would you get one, what do you reckon? Drop me a comment if you've got any questions. Thanks for watching, and we will see you on the next one.